If all the chaps who are at home could get one glimpse of the wasting and pillaging which has been committed by these Huns, K of K's army would be a success right away. The army we've got here has done well, magnificently. The only thing that delays complete victory is our lack of numbers. It is only a matter of time, not a very long time either, I believe, when her Germans trespassing will be heavily punished, when they shall be made to know their masters. Hugh Cotton. In 1916, the New York Yankees bought Frank Home Run Baker from the Athletics for $37,500. Mutual signs Charlie Chaplin to a film contract, and iconic author Shelby Foote was born. By 1916, the First World War had been going on for nearly 2 years longer than anyone ever thought possible, and many soldiers on the Western Front in France, who had been there since the beginning, thought it might never end. After countless German offensives staged at the French city of Verdun, the French defenders there thought they might lose the city. A distraction was needed. The distraction would come that summer, just a mile or so from a small French river called the Somme. About 8 o'clock, I reached a field ambulance and was brought to a clearing hospital further back. I stopped there for a day and was shifted back to a general hospital, which, after our arrival, was converted into a clearing station. So we had to go further back still. You will have seen in the papers that our attack was a great success. I saw them bringing in the prisoners, hundreds of them. Just opposite to where I was in the trench, we captured 7 machine guns on a 22-yard front. It was a regular fort with bomb-proof shelters. The Germans thought it was impregnable. Corporal Eric Bradshaw, Royal Engineers. The plan to draw German troops away from Verdun was simple. Bombard another section of their line in order to draw their attention to that and away from Verdun. And on June 26, 1916, British artillery opened up. The bombardment would not stop for days. As Allied troops listened to the continuous sound of artillery shells pounding the German lines, their minds began to wander, and they began to think of what was to come. We're up here in the trenches these last few days. I'm writing this letter to you on the side of a trench. No less than 5 shells have burst beside me since I started to write. One may get used to the rifle bullets, and does, but you can never get used to the shells. They make such an awful noise. The German bullet is not made yet, that is to kill me. I must thank you for what you sent me in your parcel. You're so awful good to me. I do not know how I'll ever repay you. All in the parcel was all right. You must have spent some in packing it. CSM Adams. Soldiers on the front lines were rationed little, so they would send away for parcels and packages of home cooking and other such personal amenities. And in the cold and muddy trenches, soldiers' feet often never stayed dry. Dry socks were among the most favored things sent away for. Sunday, 23rd January, 1916. Very many thanks for the letter and parcel received. Glad to hear the kit arrived safely, and that John got another of the parcels sent from France all right. We enjoyed the cake and everything else very much. Andrew J. M. Butler, Royal Irish Rifles.